Lili got a rework, and she's on the PTR right now. So let's go ahead and ask Old Backpack what he thinks of Lili now.
She's really good. she's
already pretty good, but she was okay.
She's way more tanky now. So they changed her trait such that when her trait is up, she gets 50% cooldown reduction on all of her abilities, all of her basic abilities. And so you're highly incentivized to be in the front line taking chip damage. And by doing that, you have faster move speed and more cooldown. So by taking more damage, you actually heal more. So it makes this very, very weird counterplay of, be aggressive, but not too aggressive. Such that you're always taking a little bit of damage. It makes her much more, much more thought-provoking as a character. You have to really plan how I position just aggressively enough. And if you play it right, you get a huge return on healing. So I'm really, really big fan of her.
What do you think is going to be more viable, the trait build or the W build?
Lili's biggest weakness is outside of her inability to target heals, and that doesn't change with the rework, but her biggest weakness is mana regeneration and mana issues. And it seems like the level 1 Eager Adventurer increased the duration of fast feet by 50%, so now it's 1.5 seconds, and mana regeneration is increased by 150% while fast feet is active. So that seems like the go-to talent at level 1 to fix our mana issues. Kind of seems like the rework is good, but in terms of talent diversity, it doesn't really seem that good, because level 7, the new cleanse, Let's Go, it's a 40-second cooldown cleanse. It heals them, and it also gets reduced cooldown by the trait. If you're in the middle of a team fight, it's like a 20-second cleanse.
Yeah, actually, I was going to say that. That's cool, because now they're actually giving cleanse like a special customized treatment now.
Yeah.
Because now you actually get to heal someone as well as, cleanse them.
It's the second one after Uther got his, unique cleanse.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting that she survived cleanse, but she got, not only did she survive cleanse, she got a better cleanse.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think they're going to go that route in the future and start doing character specific, give more talent diversity, give very character specific cleanse abilities, that sort of thing.
It seems like they're actually a month ago I thought they were like Blizzard was on a track where they're going to remove cleanse from the game, but it seems like with this they're actually kind of maybe embracing it for some characters.
I think they are going to ultimately remove cleanse from the game, but they're going to have cleanse-like abilities that are character-specific and have kind of, like Uther or like New Lili, that are going to be, they'll have the same effect on those characters, but they will also come with a caveat or come with a sort of additional benefit, depending on the character.
Mm-hmm. So very briefly, Byron, does cleanse exist on League of Legends? Like a thing like that makes someone unstoppable, essentially?
No, we don't have anything like that. In Dota, there's Black King Bar, which is a item that basically any super carry, like a melee super carry, buys late game, which prevents them from being CC'd when you activate it. And in League of Legends, we have a stat called Tenacity, which reduces the duration of crowd control effects. And whether or not some character somewhere does have like an unstoppable effect that they can cast on people, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. It's been a while since I was involved with character design, but
all right.
I think it's mostly tenacity is how we dealt with that in League.
Blizzard has been stated saying that they don't like cleanse because it's a lazy design, and it's a dirty fix for a big problem in Heroes, the crowd control stun, the chain that goes on. So would you agree with that?
Stun locking is a big problem in every MOBA, but I don't know that there's like a discrete solution to it. In WoW, they tried diminishing returns where you can't just CC someone into oblivion every time they get hit with a crowd control. They have to get hit with a different type of crowd control for the next one, or it doesn't work as well. The sort of the cleanse ability, I think, it's boring to just give that to every healer and make that a required talent.
But it's necessary too.
I think it is. I think that certain abilities, like for example, Uther's heal, for example, that gives a shitload of bonus armor if you're stunned, is another way to help deal with that. There are other kind of things you can that you can do to help mitigate crowd control, but the easiest one is to allow people to circumvent it in some way or cure it in some way. Yeah, there have been other attempts, like there's Fear Ward in WoW, for instance, that just made you immune to a certain type of CC and ate the first one. So,
and there's also Anna. Anna has the talent where you choose remove slows and roots or remove stuns.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's their way of giving you cleanse but not cleanse.
Yeah, you have to pick between roots and
slows,
versus stuns or movement speed.
Back to Lili. What do you guys think about having all the blind talents at level 13 now?
She no longer counters Illidan as well.
Yeah, like she had like a nice little niche, and now they kind of removed that away now. Which I don't know. I think I'm not a fan of it, but I can see why they did that. I don't know.
I think that the reason that they're doing that is they seem to be doing that on all the old characters. Like the original design kind of gave you options for each ability at each talent tier. And what it incentivized was ability stacking. So characters like Thrall, for example, I used to always play a Chain Lightning build on Thrall, and I think you could still do that on Thrall, but even he's really overdue for a remake. But I think that they're going to move more and more.
It was remade like 6 months ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
But
maybe he's overdue for another one.
Yeah, no, I think we all agree that they kind of fucked that one up, though. But they said that it was experimental when they did it, so I'm fine with that. But, okay.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway.
Like remember when Ragnaros first came out and you can stack Q talents and he was overpowered as hell?
Yeah, and that's what it's going to lend itself to, that where people are going to try and powerhouse one talent and become kind of this one trick pony of a character.
One trick panda.
One trick fire elemental, one trick panda. They're gonna do that because they've already kind of counterpicked.
But just to kind of be, devil's advocate, Alistraza has her fire build. You pick fire talent. It's fire, dragon. Where you really stack that fire. They're not removing that sort of playstyle of stacking abilities.
Yeah, but like if you want a solo support, then you're gonna go the other build, right?
Which is Q. Like, and you still stack the Q abilities. Like, they're not removing talent stacking. Yeah. But for some characters, they say no, we will remove it. And others we won't. It seems arbitrary.
Well, I haven't actually played Alistraza, so.
Why do 3 things poorly when you can do one thing really well?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I mean, I don't have a big issue with the stacking of talents. Like, I think that's fine, but But anyway, all right. Let's. Anything else on Lili?
Well, I think when you stack talents, it just makes the other talents, like once you go one talent at level 4, everyone knows what you're going to go for the following talent. So it's kind of one dimensional. I think. I kind of liked it when it was. You can pick one of the 3 for each ability at each level. You kind of pigeonholed into one talent choice, because if you switch to another one, it's not going to be as effective.
I don't know. I mean, like Sonya has tons of options, now. So I mean, it's not just. I don't know. I don't want to make it sound like it's very systemic in the game. There are some that have it, some that don't. Like Sonya is a really good example that has tons of diversity. You can build her many ways and be successful with her. So, all right, let's move on.
I think that what they want is for the talents to be counterplay related, so that you're adapting every time you level up. You have to make a decision in game.
Yeah, based on the current status of the game.
Yeah, rather than just sort of
fireball,
learning a prescriptive build.
Yeah,
yeah. I think that's like the ultimate place they want it to be, but I don't know if you can actually do that, because now that there's so many characters in the game, every character now has like their counter picks. Like Lili used to counter Illidan, or like Zul'jin, or like a very auto attack based team, and that was her niche.
I still think that's the case.
Oh, I think so too.
You still have just to adapt your playstyle a little bit, position better, so that you're actually hitting the proper heroes. It's still there. It's harder to play. I think it's not a straight counter now.
I think that. I lost my train of thought. Just go on.
Okay.
Right, so I just want to say that the Lili ultimate change is really, really good. It gives you more choices during the team fight, where you can cancel your Judds early to have a reduced cooldown. That I really like.
Yep, I agree too.
You do not want to cancel it early though.
I mean,
it's a base 20. It's base 20-second, and that's if you cancel it immediately. And it's up to 70 seconds if you use the full duration. And if you cancel it immediately, you got like 2 or 3 ticks of the heal, and you're not gonna use that fucking ultimate again for the rest of the team fight. So it's a waste.
I mean,
what
it's an
I think
option
what
you
it
have.
protects against is it getting canceled out.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I think it's
Mhm.
that's the biggest protection built into the ultimate now, that where Lili's trying to use it and then they get immediately stunned out of it, so it doesn't feel as bad when that happens. I don't think if you're using it strategically to like stop healing, number one, you didn't get the full heal. You're not gonna use it again in that same team fight unless it's like a 2-minute team fight. Number three, you wasted all that mana. Or only a fifth of the heal.
I agree with Bacon. So unless you're like trying to cap a shrine on Towers of Doom, you probably don't want to stop your jugs.
How many times have you started jugs and but like that's plenty of healing. I can stop healing now. No, they're always slow.
It's never
Well, it
happened.
could-
You can do it.
Well,
It's an option they give you.
No, what I will say, if you want to cleanse someone, if someone's like in a mosh pit, right, you can cleanse them. I can see that. But anyway, let's move on. All right.
Wait, one more thing about the serpent. They changed the functionality where it gets the heal on the serpent attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little bitch ass healing. It's negligible.
Yeah.
It's negligible. I think it's a nerf. I'm not saying it's good. I think it's a nerf because they increased the mana cost for it. Like it doesn't attack as much.
I think that's why. I think that's why people are going to go trait build. Why put your eggs in the W build when you can go trait build?
They nerfed that serpent.
All right, let's move on. Actually,
One thing.
Just kidding.
all right. Anyway, in my rankings, I have her as a tier 1 support. I think she's up there with Rhaegar and stuff now. So,